Last week, LSU taking on a Florida team that had to play its third-string quarterback. This week, they get Tennessee that's got to play its second-string quarterback, Tyler Bray, out 6 weeks. 6 weeks with a hand injury. So it's Matt Sims back in there as a starter for Tennessee. And yeah, I mean, that's fun, you know, getting thrown right back into the fire. And oh yeah, you're only taking on LSU and his vaunted defense and Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger. Dangerous prospect if you're Tyler Bray in Tennessee going up against that LSU D.
Yeah, but if you're Sims, you have an opportunity to redeem yourself. He came in.
It's tough against LSU.
Much ballyhoo. And one thing about that bench, it'll humble you. It'll do two things. It'll make you a much better player, or it can motivate you, or you go downhill. And I think for him, in Sims' case, it's a horrible opportunity.
Who's on the bench thinking, boy, I can't wait to get a piece of that LSU?
But imagine, what happens if he goes in there and he plays well? Yeah. You forget about all the mishaps he had the previous 3 years. But you got to play the game.
Yeah, that's like saying, what if you go outside and run a 4-1?
You're not throwing a freshman in there. You're not throwing a true freshman in there or sophomore. You're throwing somebody that's played before. They've been battle tested. They didn't perform well. They got a second opportunity. Every athlete wants a second chance to redeem himself for having a 4-1.
I don't know if he won versus LSU this week. I don't know.
Connor Strong got his second chance a week ago against Kentucky. That was a perfect situation.
Perfect.
I understand what you say. I mean, you feel good for the kid. Matt Sims has an opportunity now, but if you look at this team, it's a passing team. They can't run the football. Everything was put on Tyler Bray's shoulders. So now you're out Justin Hunter, your best receiver. Now you're out your quarterback. So it's a tough battle for anybody. If he had a good running game, I'd be like, man, this kid can come in, maybe turn things around. 2 SEC games, negative 29 yards rushing for Tennessee. He's going to be put in a really bad spot.
Now, we're not saying they're winning the football game. Now, stop right now. I'm not saying they're winning the football game. I'm just saying,
so what's a win for him? For him as a player, he comes in, plays this LSU defense. In your mind, what are you saying makes this a successful outing for him?
Make it real simple. Not be the reason that they lose.
Well, what we don't know about Matt Sims is how did he handle not being the guy anymore? You know, was he in there focused in meetings every week? Was he learning the game plan? Was he dialed in or not? And we'll find out.
Well, keep in mind with this Tennessee team a year ago, they decided to take their lumps with 3 true freshmen in the offensive line, 2 true freshmen out wide, and a true freshman quarterback in Tyler Bray, knowing full well, hey, we recruited these guys. We did not inherit a lot of depth. We didn't inherit a lot of numbers. So we're going to go forward with these guys. The problem and the downside with that is what we're seeing right now. If those guys go down, there's nobody to go to. You have not instituted the depth within your roster and recruited enough class. It's not Derek Dooley's fault right now. They haven't been there long enough to get those numbers in to where somebody could step in and replace without a significant drop-off from player A to player B. That's what separates LSU and Alabama right now in the conference from everybody else, because they can sustain those types of hits. And that's the thing that's unfortunate right now for Tennessee. And you got to feel bad to some degree for Derek Dooley, because he's starting to build a pretty decent young football team.
Well, the depth and talent of teams like Alabama and LSU are going to test anybody. Yeah. Tennessee's in a tough situation. Sims is in a tough situation. The reality is it's not where you want to make your name. But I tell you, if you play well, if you keep the game competitive, if you move the offense, give a chance, that's a positive.
Can he do that?
I don't know. We're going to find out. He's got to go up against the honey badger.
That's the way to be nice to the colors.
It's not just the honey badger.
That's the way to be.
Yeah, honey badger's got some friends.
Oh yeah, honey badger's got 10 other little cobras running around that he's chasing.
Yeah, he's got a lot of friends. That LSU defense is fierce. Some more news to get to. Arizona head coach Mike Stoops let go.